Welcome to Brain Body Foods. We are a channel where you can make informed decisions about the food you eat for your brain, body, and overall health. Make sure to subscribe by clicking the button below and pressing the bell icon to never miss an update from us again. Today on Brain Body Foods, we will be looking at the best health benefits that walnuts provide and its nutty wellness. Today, we will unravel all the crunchy nutrition that comes out of eating walnuts. In fact, we will give you 7 of those benefits. While you are watching the videos, be sure to keep an eye out for an awesome fact hidden in the list. Stick around until the very end of the video to find out the number 1 benefit of walnuts. Walnuts. It is one of the world's most popular nuts. Walnuts have been a beloved snack for thousands of years. In ancient Rome, people called them by the Latin name Juglangergia, which means Jupiter's royal acorn. Walnuts are most often eaten on their own as a snack, but can also be added into pasta, salads, breakfast cereals, soup, and baked goods. They're also used to make walnut oil, an expensive culinary oil frequently used in salad dressings. There are several edible species of walnuts around the world, and the most popular of them is the English or Persian walnut, which is grown worldwide. The first historical account of walnut cultivation dates back to Babylon, which was also known as Persia, near Iraq, around 2000 BC. The selective breeding of walnuts is thought to have begun with the ancient Greeks. The walnut trees was then widely cultivated around Europe and parts of North Africa by the Romans. Spanish missionaries brought them into California in the 1700s. Now China is the world's largest producer of walnuts. China accounted for about 50% of the total walnut production in the world. The country is also the world's biggest consumer of walnuts. The USA and Europe are just below China in producing walnuts. Walnuts have been called a superfood because they are rich in the omega-3 fatty acid alpha-linolenic acid, which takes us to number 7. Number 7. Walnuts are a huge source of omega-3. So, what is omega-3 and how does it affect our body? Well, omega-3 is a type of polyunsaturated fat, but not like the bad fats. It's a good fat. It is pretty much important for many body functions. For example, omega-3 fights depression and anxiety, reduces the symptoms of ADHD in children, and is good for your skin. Now, there are 3 main omega-3 fatty acids: alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, eicosapentaenoic acid, EPA, and docosahexaenoic acid, DHA. Among these, the ALA is plant-based. Omega-3s cannot be made in the body, therefore called essential, so they must come from food. Walnuts are the only tree nut that is an excellent source of alpha-linolenic acid ALA, the plant-based omega-3. Walnuts are significantly higher in omega-3 fat than any other nut, providing 2.5 grams per 1 ounce serving. Studies have shown that each gram of ALA you eat per day lowers your risk of dying from heart disease by 10%. Number 6. Walnuts are a great fit for your weight management process. Walnuts used to be viewed as unhealthy due to their high fat and calorie content and thought to be a bad choice of food in the weight loss process. But it is just a myth. Yes, walnuts are calorie dense and they contain fat in them. But you also have to know that there are 2 types of fats: monounsaturated fats, which are bad for your body and causes weight gain, and polyunsaturated fats, which are good for your body and helps you lose weight. The type of omega-3 fatty acid in walnuts are alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, which is a polyunsaturated fat, and studies suggest that the energy absorbed from them is 21% lower than would be expected based on their nutrients. When you see a desirable food in front of you, like burgers and cake, you feel the urge to eat them. Well, this temptation comes from the area known as the insula in your brain. Scientists have found that when you face your favorite food, less activity in the insular region takes place. After 5 days of consuming the walnut smoothies, brain scans show that the participants had increased activation in a region of the brain that helped them resist highly tempting food, according to Harvard University. In a well-controlled study with 10 obese people, drinking a smoothie made with about 1.75 ounces of walnuts per day for 5 days decreased appetite and hunger compared to a placebo drink equal in calories and nutrients. A study published in the Nutrition Journal found that women who reported rarely eating nuts had a greater incidence of weight gain over an 8-year period than those who consumed nuts 2 times a week or more. Number 5. walnuts are good for your bone health. It was recently found that copper plays an important role in bone health maintenance. Severe copper deficiency is associated with lower bone mineral density and an increased risk of osteoporosis. Osteoporosis is a condition characterized by weak and brittle bones. It becomes more and more common with age. It makes the bone more prone to fracture and break. Copper aids in the formation of collagen for bone and connective tissue and contributes to the mechanical strength of bone. Without sufficient copper, the body cannot replace damaged connective tissue or the collagen that makes up the building blocks for bone. This can lead to a range of issues including joint dysfunction. Manganese, another mineral that is essential for bone health, including bone development and maintenance. When combined, calcium, copper, and manganese supports bone mineral density. This is particularly important in older adults. Research suggests that taking manganese with calcium and copper may help reduce osteoporosis of the spine in older women. Walnuts are exceptionally rich in copper and they also contain high amount of manganese. 100 grams of walnuts give you 3.4 milligrams of manganese and 1.5 milligrams of copper, which are pretty much higher than most nuts. If you are enjoying this so far and have some facts or health benefits of walnuts that I haven't mentioned yet, or if you have more suggestions for what food you'd like me to cover, then let me know in the comment sections below. Before I move on, I have a quirky walnut fact for you. Fact: walnut means foreign nut. The word walnut derives from Old English WALNUT, literally foreign nut. With well meaning foreign, the walnut was so called it because it was introduced to Gaul and Italy. The previous Latin name for walnut was Nux Gallicia, Gallic nut. Number 4. Walnuts support good brain function. It may just be a coincidence that the shell of a walnut looks like a tiny brain, but research suggests that this nut can indeed be beneficial for your mind. Oxidative stress has long been a link to age-related cognitive decline, the harbinger of dementia. Your brain is an amazing powerhouse for your body. It controls many functions and also requires many resources. At rest, up to 20% of your metabolism is due to the brain activity alone. Your brain's high metabolic rate creates a lot of reactive free radicals that your body naturally counteracts with antioxidant compounds to achieve a nice healthy balance. But as we age, this natural process becomes more and more inefficient. This causes oxidation, which leads to cognitive issues. Many brain diseases linked with older age, like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and dementia, seems to be associated with long-term exposure to oxidation and inflammation. So, in that time, antioxidants are needed to be supplied from outside, like eating foods with high antioxidants. Walnuts are the most antioxidant-rich nut, and you can say that it is a superhero of antioxidant in the world of nuts. Observational studies in older adults have linked eating walnuts to better brain function, including faster processing speed, more mental flexibility, and better memory. Number 3. Walnuts can lower blood pressure. High blood pressure is a major risk factor for cardiovascular disease. Walnuts contain a plant-based omega-3 called alpha-linolenic acid, which scientists believe has beneficial effects on blood pressure. The researchers want to find out if the ALA content of walnuts contributes to improvements in heart health or if some other components of walnuts, such as polyphenols, might help control blood pressure amongst people at risk of cardiovascular disease. Cardiovascular disease causes the most deaths among adults in the world. A study with over 7,500 adults at high risk of heart disease tested a diet supplemented with 1 ounce of mixed nuts daily, of which half were walnuts. After the study, people on the nut-enriched diet had a 0.65 mmHg greater decrease in diastolic blood pressure than people on a similar heart-healthy controlled diet who were given nuts. This is important as small differences in blood pressure are thought to have a big impact on your risk of heart disease. Moving on to number 2. Walnuts improve blood fats. Elevated levels of bad LDL cholesterol and triglycerides have long been linked to increased heart disease. Regularly eating walnuts have been consistently shown to decrease cholesterol levels. The monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fatty acids found in walnuts are thought to be components that decrease LDL, also known as bad cholesterol and triglyceride levels. A recent study with 194 adults showed that eating 1.5 ounces of walnuts daily for 8 weeks produced a 5% decrease in total cholesterol, a 5% decrease in LDL cholesterol, and a 5% decrease in triglycerides compared to not eating walnuts. There was also a 6% decrease in apolipoprotein B, which is an indicator of how many LDL particles are in your blood among the walnut eating group. When elevated, apolipoprotein B can be a major risk factor for heart disease. Finally, number 1. Walnuts could reduce risk of some cancers. Cancer is a group of diseases characterized by abnormal cell growth. In vitro, animal, and human observational studies suggest that eating walnuts may reduce your risk of certain cancers, including breast cancer, prostate, and colorectal cancers. Walnuts can also help you keep a better ratio of omega-3 fatty acids to omega-6 fatty acids. Some research suggests that diets containing walnuts may affect the way some genes regulate cell growth, which may lead to a slower growth rate of certain tumors as they contain omega-3 fatty acids. Eating a diet rich in omega-3 fatty acid also seems to reduce the risk of developing breast and prostate cancers. Walnuts are rich in the polyphenol-elaginones, which are phytochemicals. Certain gut microbes can convert those to compounds called urolithins. Urolithins can have anti-inflammatory properties in your gut with cancer-inhibiting effects too. Urolithins have hormone-like properties that enable them to block hormone receptors in your body. This may help reduce the risk of hormone-related cancers. Now, just before you go, I have a quick summary starting from number 7. Walnuts are a great source of omega-3s. Number 6, walnuts can be a good fit for your weight loss diet. Number 5, walnuts are a good way to maintain your bone health. Number 4, walnuts help you to maintain good brain functioning. Number 3, walnuts can lower your blood pressure. Number 2, walnuts can improve your cholesterol profile. And finally, number 1, walnuts can be a way to reduce of cancer. Now, if you like this video, then give us a thumbs up below and make sure to press the subscribe button and press the bell icon to keep up to date with Brain Body Foods. Till next time, we'll see you in the next video.